Welcome to Ellis B. Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Dear Abby, my daughter is going to some quack doctor for her nerves. How can I save her?
This is Dear Abby, and the question of a quack is not easy to duck.
Oh, Abby.
So stay with me while I try to help this woman.
Hi-ho, hey, hey, chew your little troubles away. Hi-ho, hey, hey, chew Wrigley's spearmint gum. Work goes faster, smoother too. Life seems brighter when you chew. Hi-ho, hey, hey, chew Wrigley's spearmint gum. Get some soon.
Abby, our first letter comes from a listener in Lake City, Florida. Dear Abby, my daughter came crying to me that her husband mistreated her, so I did what any other mother would do. I told her to leave him.
Well, what else?
She left him, and then she had a nervous breakdown. And then I was blamed and told I shouldn't have interfered in my daughter's marriage. She now goes to a doctor and pays him $25 an hour. They sit around and talk about sex for an hour and close with a prayer. I wonder what they're praying for. I asked her if he was a medical doctor, and she said, I don't know, and I don't care if he never got past the 5th grade. He's wonderful, and he's helping me. Is there anything I can do to save my daughter from this quack? Signed, Upset.
Dear Upset, if your daughter doesn't care about her doctor's credentials, there's nothing you can do to save her. But you must remember that your daughter has been ill, and the chances are she is not yet fully recovered. So don't undermine her confidence in her therapist. Unless you check him thoroughly and find that he is indeed a quack, he could be a very fine doctor.
Abby, a man who listens to us over station WWPA in Williamsport, writes, Dear Abby, I've been dating a widow with 2 teenage children. She invited me in after a movie one evening, and Abby, I have never seen an apartment in such disorder. Newspapers and magazines were strewn all over the floor. Wastebaskets were filled to overflowing. There were dirty dishes in the sink. And to top it off, I noticed a stack of unopened bills on her desk.
I think I know the woman.
Now, I'm not a nut on housekeeping, but I like things reasonably neat. I think a lot of this woman, but now I'm wondering what life would be like if I married her. She didn't even seem embarrassed. Signed, Bachelor.
Dear Bachelor, now that you've had a preview of her ability or her inability to run a home, weigh it against her other qualifications. Many good women who rate high in moral integrity, intelligence, and loving kindness are rather poor housekeepers. Give her credit for letting you see her in her typical surroundings. You know, some women sweep the dirt under the carpet for guests.
Maybe the carpets were full.
But don't hesitate to call it off if this kind of disorder makes your blood pressure rise.
Now, here's a confidential from Dear Abby to a young lady in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Dear 22 and never been dated, declare your independence, dear, and tell your mother that you don't believe all men are rotten. Take the opportunity to meet a few. Bring them home and try to change your mother's mind. And if that fails, change your address.
We will be back in just a moment.
Look, Susan, all the jars of instant Maxwell House coffee have funny little numbers on them.
Sure. Those are Treasure Island numbers. Could win us a trip to Hawaii, Bermuda, Capri, or Jamaica, plus up to $50,000 in cash.
We never win anything.
Well, more than 10,000 of those funny little numbers on instant Maxwell House jars are possible prize winners.
10,000, huh? Well, in that case, I kind of like this one. 56225.
And here we are in Jamaica.
All because of a funny little number.
Over 10,000 of those funny little numbers on instant Maxwell House jars could win you a prize, too. They range from $50 to a first prize of $50,000, plus trips to exotic treasure islands. You find out if you've won by sending in the instant Maxwell House label with the number on it, or any number of your own choice written on a plain piece of paper. Full details at your store now. Void where prohibited by law, no purchase required.
What's for tomorrow, Abby?
A wife wants to know why the woman who works for her husband drives his car all over town, while she has to take the bus.
Fair question. Until tomorrow on the CBS Radio Network, this is Harry Bartell saying, listen to Dear Abby.
United Charities of Chicago is 3 agencies in one. The Family Service Bureau offers professional counseling to families and individuals overwhelmed by personal problems they cannot handle alone. The Legal Aid Bureau represents the poor in civil matters. Camp Algonquin makes summer vacations possible for disadvantaged mothers, children, and senior citizens. United Charities headquarters are in downtown Chicago, but Family Service has 7 neighborhood offices, and Legal Aid has 8 plus a juvenile court branch. Camp Algonquin is near Gary, Illinois. Because Family Service and Camp are free to those unable to pay, and Legal Aid serves only persons unable to pay, United Charities depends upon community support. Give generously to United Charities. Send your contribution to 123 West Madison Street, Chicago. That's United Charities, 123 West Madison Street, Chicago, Illinois. 780 on your radio, WBBM and WBBM FM, the talk of Chicago. This is Dale McCarran with local and regional stories at 9:58 here on 78 from WBBM Radio News. Police Superintendent James Conlisk is to name his new assistant at a news conference this morning. Conlisk officially took over as head of the Chicago Police Department yesterday, succeeding the retired O.W. Wilson. Labor news, pickets have appeared at the Gary plant of U.S. Steel this morning in what both union and company officials term an unauthorized strike. Neither union nor company spokesman have said why the strike was called, but company officials say some workers have entered the plant. Another strike today at Columbus has idled about 100 workers in the Vernco Corporation plant. The walkout began at midnight last night after expiration. Welch was alone when his car slammed into a utility pole. The Cook County holiday traffic death toll stands now at 11, including 7 in Chicago, 4 elsewhere in the county. The most hazardous hours are ahead, usually during late afternoon and evening. The Illinois highway fatality figure stands...